everyone, Shaisem 3D here. I have to clarify that these rules are set by my understanding of the internet as a 24-year-old person who lived through many phases of the internet as it developed and changed over time. I know you're gonna say, just let me cook. And no, the list has nothing to do with a broken and annoying list that is, related to 4chan. I read about it 2 years ago, so thankfully I literally forgot it, but I remember it was kinda, it was bad. It wasn't even about the internet, so I don't think it deserves the title of rules of the internet. Okay, I will mention 10 rules that should be applied to the internet, even though it's not taken seriously. Like, no one takes these rules, seriously. The internet police is not gonna arrest you, but it's good to keep such rules in mind. Rule number 1, be civil and have manners, which requires the following. A, just be kind. I assure you it's not that hard. But for some reason, a lot of people these days find it hard. It's free to be kind, B, do not throw curses or slurs at random people just for disagreeing with your perspective or beliefs. Like, you don't have to absolutely attack a person who says. C, don't be weird in DMs. Like, I know you're gonna call it riz, but it's not riz when you're trying your pickup lines on strangers. And D, do not do any kind of stalking/doxing. I think it's definitely illegal in real life, but for some reason it has less repercussions nowadays, and I think, it should be a bit more strict. Like, online issues shouldn't be brought up to the real world, okay? And now we are done with rule number 1, and it's 4 sections. I want to add that, honestly, I'm planning to make a whole video about how to be kind on the internet, okay? And I can't believe the world needs such video, but apparently we reached such a point. Rule number 2, react content. I know, it's a hot topic, but I will give my honest opinion that I formed over time by listening to creators talking about other people who react to their work. React content is actually good for exposure, but it must be done properly by following some steps. Again, 4 steps. A, credit the creator. B, make sure to have a face cam and reduce the size of the media you are reacting to. It's recommended to take a quarter of the screen. C, pausing the video from time to time and adding insights and actual engagement, or even thoughts related to the media in question.
Is Smarty new? We check comment. Like if think some, reply if think wrong.
D, no leaving the video playing, no chair reacting. Leaving the video playing while you are going away for a snack, that is, unacceptable, and it's nothing short of stealing, Now, speaking of stealing, rule number 3, copyright and copying. If you are using someone else's work, crediting them is a must. Taking someone else's work and claiming it's actually yours is literally the definition of stealing. Now, sometimes some people get inspired by the work of others and try to make similar stuff, which is 100% valid, especially if it has different style, execution, and presentation. But one-to-one mimicry of someone else's work with minor changes is literally copying homework without understanding it. And it's bad, okay? Rule number 4, strangers. I know the famous quote that says stranger danger, but let's be real here. Most of us play online games or join online communities to get some new online friends, right? It's really important to know about privacy safety, okay? And how to be safe on the internet. And to be fair, you can befriend any online person or player, when interacting with them by giving them just name and age. That's all. You don't have to give email, information, your coordinates on the map, your IP address, your social security number, your credit card info. Such things friends doesn't really need, okay? Unless, you built a relationship for years with them, but it's really safe to not give such information. So my rule of thumb is, don't give any info that include numbers, unless it's your age. That's it. That's my rule of thumb. Rule number 5, NSFW. This is gonna be a hot topic, but here we go. Following the previous point about privacy safety, it's obvious that you shouldn't share not safe for work media. Don't send any offensive stuff, etc. to randoms online. And just like in real life, there are public places and private places. So please keep your not safe for work art away from public areas, okay? Just like how I'm a fan of not cussing and swearing. Trust me, cutting down on such things will do wonders to your mental health. So many people don't talk about this for some reason. I don't know why, but it really does improve your life a lot. Rule number 6. Innocent until proven guilty. I know, the unholy site, Twitter, quote-unquote, X, has warped the definition of this quote and made it into the total opposite of guilty until proven innocent, which is total disaster, okay? It's like saying reading makes you dumb. So when someone is accused of misdeed, it should be taken with a grain of salt, especially in this day and age. The cyberspace is filled with a lot of fake news and fake information, and so many people are lacking critical thinking. I blame AI for that. It's literally making people have less and less critical thinking. So at the end of the day, it's better to follow the quote of innocent until proven guilty, because 9 times out of 10 it's just a normal person, but they garnered a lot of hate for some reason or another, and they get attacked for it. Okay, I said 9 times out of 10, so it's not all the time. It's just better to give people the benefit of the doubt, okay? Like, it's such a harmful thing, or the idea of all people are evil. It's completely false, and I assure you, there's a lot of good in this world. That's why it hasn't collapsed yet, okay? Yet, but there's a lot of good in this world. Look at yourself. I'm sure you're a good person, right? Rule number 7. Criticism. The web is an open place, and every website offers a platform for people to voice their opinions and criticism about various things. I know there are many ways to present your opinion. Some of them are bad, some of them are negative, you know. What's important is to remember the following points: to remain civil, to stay on topic, give a valuable feedback, and to find a common ground. Following these points, any form of criticism would be constructive criticism, which is the good thing that we need in this world, not destructive criticism. Rule number 8. Unlawful reporting and striking. Following rule number 7 about criticism, one of the worst things you can do to respond to a video criticizing you is reporting or trying to strike them as a form of retaliation. This is the worst thing you can do on the internet, and it shows lack of maturity and weakness, and it will come back to bite you both digitally and literally. So the best way to respond to any kind of criticism is to do a respond, or to explain a situation, or maybe to criticize back, which is something that I don't advise, okay? Rule number 9. Hate.
No, wait, no.
Honestly, hate should be toned down to be just dislike. Hate is a strong word, but some groups on the internet normalized and even glorifies it. You can't tell people to stop their hate, honestly, because 9 times out of 10 they won't listen. Sometimes people feel that way for really dumb reasons, or due to a minor disagreements. And sometimes they resort to following herd mentality to feel safe instead of doing more critical thinking. And some people are just so empty, they need to be occupied with something. And out of all the good things in the world, they choose to hate stuff. Sadly, it's a common thing on the internet, and there's no way of helping it. And that's it. On to the next rule. Rule number 10. Research. If you are talking about a topic that needs some critical thinking, it's really good to have a robust research. Okay, it's important to get your due diligence done and have a good research at hand, and have a thorough understanding of the general argument surrounding such topic. Failing to do so may land you in a bias zone, or worse, on the wrong side of the argument. That's why you may see a lot of critics or content creators that stay away from certain drama until it's resolved. My piece of advice is to play it safe and listen to both sides equally, to form a healthy opinion about the situation. There are some bonus rules that I want to add, so we're gonna run through them quickly. Rule number 11, links. Don't click on random links, or someone DMs you links or tell you, oh, there's a chance to win the lottery if you click this one. No, just don't click links unless it's from a very trusted source of yours, like a relative or a very close friend. Rule number 12, fake call numbers. Again, don't answer callers without a second thought. Nowadays you need to second guess everything. It may take some of your mental energy, but it will keep you safer. And finally, rule number 13. WEBP files are bad, and they should be boycotted deleted, absolutely wiped out of the internet. And that's my small list for rules of the internet. And yes, it can be expanded upon, and maybe I will add more rules in the future, maybe I will make a part 2. And you don't have to take this list seriously, but it's good to keep in mind, okay? Thank you so much for watching my video. It will be a great help to subscribe to my small channel. This was Shaisam3D from the Internet Court. Hope to see you soon and take care. Now, sometimes... Stop, beep, 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 beep. Stop. I don't... Oh my god. Stop it. No, beep, beep. Oh my god. Of the general and have a thorough understanding of the general argument. Hi everyone, Oh my god, that's the old name. No! Okay. Oh my god. Me just fixing the script while recording voice lines is crazy work. Rules of the internet. No, this one is bad. Gosh, the weather is hot. I turned off the AC and the fan so I can have a clear recording. Okay, thank God it's recording. It was worth it. Yippee.